Talking about democratic election results, I'm talking about the relationship between politics and the judiciary. And if one looks even at some symbolic moments, like the moment in 2023 when a high court in Gujarat essentially upheld a conviction of opposition leader Rahul Gandhi on a charge of defamation, which at that time meant that he could not serve as an MP, couldn't stand for re-election. Now, you in the Supreme Court put a stay on that decision, but surely that decision of itself tells us there is a problem in India with the courts being used for political purposes.
No, it actually looks at what end of the spectrum you're looking at. If you look at the fact that, well, there is a decision of a trial court in India, but that judgment of the trial court was stayed by the Supreme Court, which meant that the political leader in question that you're talking about could resume his activities in Parliament.
It's a suspension of the decision, but the defamation cases, and there are at least two, I think, against Rahul Gandhi, go on. And it's, in a sense, a symptom of something much wider, that civil society activists, journalists, opposition politicians are all finding themselves in courtrooms which appear to be intent on bending to the will of Narendra Modi's party.
No, it's to the contrary. If you look at the number of people who have been granted their liberty, who have been granted bail, again, I'll give you statistics because nothing as correct as statistics. Now, last year, 21,000 bail applications were filed in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court disposed of 21,300 bail applications. I'm not going to name the political leaders who have been granted bail by the Supreme Court, but this just is an indicator that due process of law, the rule of law, does govern. Now, in any legal system, whether it's in the UK, it's in the US, it's Australia or India, there's a legal process which is to be followed. But if at all, the higher courts, particularly the Supreme Court, have sent out a clear message that we are here to safeguard personal liberties. Now, in individual cases, there may be a difference of opinion as to whether a court correctly decided a particular case or didn't correctly decide a particular case. Again, there are remedies for that. But the fact of the matter is that the Supreme Court of India has been at the vanguard of personal liberty. And I dare say that this is the reason why, we have so much of the faith of our people.
Let's now talk about